Hey guys, I wanted to do a little video about a passenger, and sometimes, well, let me start off by saying that I've had a lot of good passengers. I mean, 99% of them. But once in a while you get something that just kind of gets under your skin. And as a freelancer or an independent contractor, you kind of feel like, you know what? I do have the right to end this trip. And yeah, I was so close with this guy. You know what? I'm glad I held out and I didn't do it. But let me just tell you what happened. It was in the morning. I picked up this guy in Williamsburg, and he gets in the car, and you can already tell his demeanor is a little bit something, but I was like, okay, let's just call him Nathan. I was like, Nathan, and he just went, all right, well, I guess I got the right guy. Most of the time, I'll call their name out, because there's not a whole group of people around. They got their phone out. You can usually tell. You don't necessarily have to say, what's the name on the account? I mean, if you're in front of a nightclub, yes, do that. But nobody really wants to get in a car that's going in a direction they don't want to go into. So 9 times out of 10, you can just call their name. But anyway, so he gets into the car and he tells me that he is running a little bit late, and he's tired, doesn't have much time between jobs. And so I'm like, okay. And he said he had to be there 8 o'clock. Well, I looked at the GPS, and the GPS says that I would arrive at 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Knowing good and well this is morning traffic, it's going to be like 8:15, 8:10. I didn't say anything, but I did ask him. I said, okay, would you like to take the bridge or the tunnel? And he told me, he goes, well, whichever one's faster. So, well, right now the map says the tunnel's faster. All right, so we're going along, and I get to that little bottlenecked area in Long Island City as you're getting on to the tunnel. It's there every day. Well, it actually wasn't as bad as I've seen it. And I hear from the back, the guy's, and he's sitting behind me. And granted, people can sit wherever they want to, but I'm so tall that I really like it when people sit over here. Nothing I can control about that, but the guy was sniffling the whole time, like, you know, and grunting because he was looking at his watch. Ooh, that was not, I was, you know, that was starting to really bother me. And the whole time he's just kind of like, you know what, I'm thinking, you know what, you should have got up earlier. Don't stress me out. And I tell you what, I actually took some wrong navigation routes because I felt this stress. I just felt this thing behind me just breathing down my neck. Actually, when he breathed, it was, you could hear it. It was just the way he breathed. He had congestion or something. It was terrible. You know, that 40-minute ride turned out to be an hour, so he's like 20 minutes late. I did say at one time, I said, listen, sir, you're stressing me out. I said something of that nature. I said, listen, I can't get there any quicker. You know, this is just how it is. And he didn't say anything, just let it go. But he was stressing me out, and it's just not what you need. But this is something, like I said, I'm making this video because this is the kind of stuff that will happen. You know, somebody's sick, you feel like they're breathing behind you, you know, they're late, they're, you know, grunting every time there's you know, you hit a traffic light. Don't go through the traffic lights. You know what, that's their own fault. Do not let their stress, you know, even though it's tough because you're in a small confined position, but don't let it get to you. You know, the guy was 20 minutes late. You know, thank you, have a nice day. You know, it's simple, keep it like that, you know. But it's funny, actually, as we're going through the tunnel, he goes, oh, should have taken the bridge. You know what, buddy? I kept my cool on this one, but whew, man, it was tough. It was tough. Let's see, you know, that was just sort of it. Let me just kind of look, because I made some notes when it was fresh in my head, you know. But like I said, I wasn't good at my navigation based on the fact that I felt stressed, you know. I almost pulled over, and you know, you just don't need that stress. So do whatever you have to do to get these people where they need to go. Don't let their stress become your stress. You know, I've seen cars zip and zoom and around, and it's unsafe, you know, And that person's rating is not as important as your safety, your vehicle safety, and everyone else around you. So be safe out there, guys. You know, try to tell people, if that situation were to happen again, I think the only thing I could do differently is say, sir, it says I'm going to be there right at the time you need to be there. But knowing that you're going from Williamsburg to Upper Harlem, yeah, there's chances that it's going to, you know, increase in time. So let them know ahead of time. Say, listen, I'm just going to let you know now. The chances are not likely for you to get on time. So maybe you just put something in their head that they're like, okay. Anyway, guys, be safe out there. You know, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, all that kind of stuff. If you're happy with what you're seeing, email me below if you have any questions. And, you know, stay safe. And never know, if you're passing by a cool BMW, see you on the road.
This bad boy out. Awesome.